Good evening, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of my collection. This is number 26, I believe, or 27. I never write down the number before I do this. I'm always guessing. So here we go. So I thought I'd do something a little more fun today. So with the Disney Plus show coming, What If, I thought, I started collecting some more what ifs, but I had a few to begin with, so I thought I'd show off my collection of what ifs here. So here we go. I think this one here is like a one-shot kind of thing. It wasn't the original number one, but I got it. But it's What If Iron Man Had Been a Traitor, number one. Iron Man doesn't escape from his prisoners in Vietnam when he's doing the whole experiment over there, and he's controlled with his heart condition, and so he's terrorizing the states or whatever, or doing something. So, but anyway, it's like what if Iron Man basically is controlled in a way. All right, here's another one. I wasn't sure where it goes. What If, featuring the Fantastic Four. So I'm guessing what if the USSR had their own Fantastic Four. We got, looks like a Colossus, Invisible Girl, some sort of electric person instead of a Human Torch, and a guy who looks like he can misplace, not stretch in a different way, not elongate, but separate his body. Alright, now we go into the Fantastic Four, What If, that I know for sure counts up. First of all, I have the True Believers copy of What If, and I believe it's the number one, What If Spider-Man had joined the Fantastic Four, and he becomes, and all that. So it was really interesting, how it becomes a boys' club, and Sue ends up leaving the Fantastic Four. Spoiler alert, I might talk about it if you guys haven't talked about it. Alright, this is my single favorite What If book. And it's not because of any story, not because of any story in the book, it's because of the story of the book. I, last year went to a yard sale. It was actually the yard sale in the house right next door to me. And you never find comic books at yard sales, it seems like. And I especially never find them here. And so I saw a box of comic books. It was like, gotta go. So I was flipping through them, and I found this book, and it was literally like a week or 2 weeks before the announcement. This is What If, number 10, Jane Foster Had Found the Hammer of Thor. Now this I will hold as the true first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. Yes, it's out of continuity because it's What If, but it's the first time she is Thor. So, Thor number one from volume 4 is the first in continuity of Jane Foster's Thor when she's doing has cancer and all that, and I believe that is the baseline of the movie for Thor 4 that Natalie Portman let slip in an interview. So this might decrease in value because of the storyline, but I still maintain this is the first appearance of her, even if it's a Thordius instead of Thor's, because apparently a woman can't have a man's name. And I also have the What If, the True Believers that I had bought before I found that in a yard sale. Alright, I apologize for my voice. I was yelling at my son a lot yesterday and I kind of threw up my voice, so I apologize if I sound hoarse. Here is What If number 12, What If Rick Jones Had Become the Hulk? An interesting story. Definitely interesting story. Alright, here's another one of my favorites. I think this is my favorite. No, I think, I'm not sure. It's either this one or the next one is my favorite Spider-Man related What If. But here's What If number 19, Spider-Man Had Never Become a Crime Fighter. And if you see Into the Spider-Verse, hey Peter, is that a cape? Because he says Spider-Man doesn't wear capes. So I really like this a lot. Find it really cool, and definitely an interesting story. Uncle Ben didn't die because I think he stopped the person robbing the burglar from robbing the wrestling thing because, hey, fame and fortune, right? He can be the guy who stopped him and whatnot and gets famous for that. So Uncle Ben doesn't die. And because Uncle Ben doesn't die, because he doesn't become a crime fighter. So here's another one I like. What if Spider-Man's clone lived? Number 30. And I love the cover on this one. I might like the other story more, but I like this cover a lot. I can't remember exactly how this story goes and if the clone or original was the one who was beaten, even if he had lived, even if the clone had lived. I really enjoyed this one. What if Captain America were revived today in the, I believe it was the 90s or whatever, you know, it was a clone, like a clone Hydra, kind of what Captain America and all that, and the real Captain America beat him, and it was a whole America speech. In fact, there was a thing here I really liked. It was really relevant, I thought, today. Because he's talking about, you know, people today and all that, like, you can't step on the American flag, or you can't do this with the flag, you can't do this, you know, all that, and America, love it or leave it kind of thing. You know, he's talking about, you know, like, a nation is nothing, a flag is a piece of cloth, and that it is, what is it, that liberty could easily be snuffed out here as it was in Nazi Germany. It's just the real principles of America kind of thing, what America really stands for. I mean, Captain America comics are great for that. You know? It's really good, so you must look to your own hearts, join with those that have denied that have denied were your brothers. Reach out for ideals that made this costume, and I mean that I wear, mean something, and find America once again. But this was an amazing story. I loved it. So I apologize for going off onto my own little tangent there, I guess. I'm not lecturing or promoting one ideology over the other, but this was a great Captain America story that really makes things clear, at least to me. Alright, here is a what if. I think we're in the second volume. What if Doom had become Sorcerer Supreme? Number 52. Oh, and this was 44. So Doom was already bad enough. Let's give him some magic powers. What if the alien costume had possessed Spider-Man? Number 4. So I believe this is the second volume or whatever. So this, remember, story didn't end well and Peter died. You know, very interesting. These next two are interesting. What if the Amazing Spider-Man had not married Mary Jane? Number 20. I didn't like it for obvious reasons, because I'm a big fan of Mary Jane and Peter being married. I'm a big fan of the marriage. Because, I don't know, call me old-fashioned or call me, what's the term I'm looking for? A helpless romantic. But when I see relationships, even if in books or in comic books, like, you know, things working out in books and stories, it gave me hope when I was single that I would find someone, you know. This for the longest time was a dream that I didn't think would ever really happen. And so a love story between two people, you know, Mary Jane, Peter Parker, Superman and Lois Lane, other characters that are together in books. I just, you know, I like the matchup. It just gave me hope. So I didn't like the story for obvious reasons because they didn't get married, but it was a good story nonetheless. So And because it goes with the other one, I had to definitely had to get What If the Amazing Spider-Man had married the Black Cat, number 21. So that one was interesting. Definitely interesting there. So, all right, and here we get into the modern what ifs. And these are all basically one-offs. You know, they didn't fall, for as far as I'm sure of. What if Magik had become Sorcerer Supreme? I had no idea who Magik was when I read this. That she was, I think she's a mutant, but I'm not 100% sure. It was a good story nonetheless. Now here's one I really liked. What if Thor was raised by frost giants? The key moment in the Frost Giant Asgardian War, where Odin, in the beginning of the Thor movie, where Odin didn't survive. He was killed. Frost Giants go back, sack Asgard. It's wiped down, it's destroyed. Thor is basically raised like Loki was as a frost giant. Instead of wielding Mjolnir, he's wielding some sort of frost giant weapon hammer. Loki, you know, Freya is the only survivor, you know, imprisoned, you know, like a symbol, you know, or whatever, but I'm not sure. But it was just very interesting, and I really enjoyed this a lot. I really enjoyed it a lot. What if Flash Thompson had become Spider-Man, number 1? Again, these are all one-shots. Interesting story. Definitely interesting story. And the last but not least, another one I really liked. What if Peter Parker became the Punisher? Very interesting. Definitely interesting. So, forget exactly the details, but I did enjoy it, so. Alright, that is my entire collection of What If. I hope you like it, and hopefully I have a few books in here that make What If stories, you know? I mean, I know this one's for sure is gonna make it, because it's coming out as a movie. But, you know, I think the Spider-Man related ones, like he'd never become a crime fighter, things like that are very Spider-Man related have to be, you know, popular in that sense. So I think that this has a good chance of getting it. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this, please hit the like button. If you like the series, if you like my channel and you like the work I do, I would appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. You know, that give me some support that way. And make sure if you do hit the subscribe button, you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos coming up, and hopefully you'll be notified. So take care, everyone. I hope everyone's staying safe during this time, and that we all get in this together and getting better. So take care, everyone, and until next time, this is Mr. Comics signing off. Take care, everyone, and happy collecting. Talk to you later.